Hey y'all. Today's video is gonna be a little bit weirder. Yeah, I don't know, your girl is just just going through it. If you've been on my channel before, you know that I was recently diagnosed with like extremely severe anxiety, moderately severe depression. I started my period like yesterday. And I'm taking medication for it, so things are going good, but I'm having one of those days. I wanted to do what I wanted to do today, which was like do a quick check-in with my finances, but I was having a really low day and just been crying a lot. But I think crying is relatable. I think having a bad day is relatable, and I think it's extremely relatable to have a bad day and still have to get up and do what it is you need to do. Now, for those of you wondering why I'm crying, I don't even know if I have an answer for you. I've been thinking about it, and I think it's just life. Like, I think sometimes you just girl boss too close to the sun, and yeah, it's just tough. If you guys watched my videos before, you know like I have the goal of becoming like a full-time entrepreneur by the end of this year. Clearly I need it more than I even know, because I think my body is just genuinely ready to do something new, so I'm just feeling like the weight and the exhaustion. This video is kind of a monthly reset. I want to sort of readjust what my savings plan is. I think I've been saying I want to save a certain amount, but I haven't been really aggressive about it, so I want to set up something aggressive. I want to talk about sort of like just the plans for this month and how I'm going to try and balance work life and personal life and YouTube life and entrepreneur life, which is kind of YouTube life, all of those things, and just sort of have like something to help calm me down. My therapist said, like, you know, when you're feeling low, like do something that's gonna get you out of that mood. I find doing YouTubing is chill, and I feel like it can get me out of this funk, because I tried to take a shower, crying during the shower. I tried to make the shower freezing cold, cried. I tried to brush my hair, cried some more, get dressed, reset my skin, which did make me feel better. Like, my skin is doing pretty decent, and I'm on my period, so I'm kind of happy about that. I'm not gonna lie, that did make me feel better for a little bit. And I also think that being okay sometimes is crying. Like, I used to be someone who like took pride in the fact that I maybe cried once a year. Now I realize that that's very unhealthy, and a part of healing and a part of letting your body regulate is by letting the emotions pass through you. So if you have to cry, like I do, then you just gotta let it pass. And then when it comes out, you feel better. That one kind of came up and it hasn't passed, but it's okay.
I think you should have a little bit of a nap.
I did nap.
Oh, you did? And you ate food? How about fresh air? Did you get any?
Feel bad for my mom, because I know she's probably crying at the hair salon right now. I did not mean to cry, but she can tell when I cry. Like, I could literally flinch my eyebrows and she's like, why are you crying? Like, yeah, you're gonna make me cry by asking me that. Why do people ask, why are you crying, when they know you're about to cry? It's like they want you to cry. Anywho, if you guys are going through something like this, or if you've ever had a day like this, comment below. I could really use some words of encouragement, or just like shared stories. Like, if I'm not alone and you're like, girl, I be crying every day I gotta go to work, let me know. But can I be honest, y'all? I don't want a job. I don't even want a job. OMG. But I'm grateful for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anywho, let's move on. It's gonna be a messy one. It's gonna be a raw one. I don't really have plans to edit this too crazy. I just kind of want to show up and like talk things through with you guys. Let's first talk about how I'm gonna readjust my savings plan to hit my goals and be a little bit more aggressive about saving. Okay, starting with the budget. Johanna said, nice video, great budget. I'm just wondering why you do mortgage and debt last. I know you probably have enough income, but it still might be helpful to prioritize those before you plan for takeout. Winky face. Literally, period. And I'm so grateful that you commented this, because I was like, yeah, why do I do that? I literally do the order of like, let me get all my wants first and then put out my mortgage. Now there's a two-part to it, because I think it's that I know my mortgage is coming out automatic and I know it's the same thing every month, but I do think changing the order of operations for how I do my budget with me routines is gonna be really good to get myself in a mindset of the things that I know are important to me first, which is obviously paying my debts, but also saving. I think this first pretty much half of the year, I've been doing it in that like, okay, how do I make sure I can afford my groceries, XYZ? But instead, we're gonna go even more extreme and be like, look, savings goal has to get hit. What's left and how can I afford it? Now, I know my savings goal as well is also very crazy because my mortgage is insane, but I actually just got an email from my mortgage broker and we might have an approval that is good, and it would be $1,272 bi-monthly, which currently I pay $1,248 bi-weekly. So in these months where there are extra paychecks, I can have a little bit of extra cash left over because I'm not doing bi-weekly mortgage payments, but instead bi-monthly. So when I get that third paycheck, that's all for me, and I can put that towards maybe paying off a debt, maybe putting savings down a little bit more aggressively, or doing anything that needs to be done because my debt's taken care of. I think what we'll do is we'll take a look at my budget because I already have spent, of course, but let's see how I can maybe tackle the rest of my May and have a proper plan set up, maybe set up some automatic withdrawals as well to make sure that I'm gonna hit whatever the minimum goal is that I can hit. All right, so starting with May, I've noted all of my paychecks here. I don't believe anything has changed too much on that front. I do know that I've gotten some side hustle income because a few of you have purchased the KA8PNQ spreadsheet through my link. So thank you guys so much. I think I've made like 15 bucks so far. So fingers crossed I can hit my goal of 75 bucks for May. And like I say in every video, KA8PNQ yearly budget 2.0, I love her down. It's my bread and butter when it comes to this budgeting. So if you guys want to budget with me and use the tracker that I'm using, you can purchase it with my link below. Head to my Stan store because even if you don't want my KA8PNQ tracker, I have some freebies there for you guys, like an emergency fund calculator or sort of a guide to Canada registered tax accounts. So go get the freebies if nothing else, but yeah, check out the link if you're interested in purchasing this tracker. Sorry, my nose, like because of the floodgates, like I feel the boogers running down. So I'm trying not to embarrass myself more than I already have. You know, the total income that I'm planning to get this month is $13,863.42. My bills, we've already set everything up. So approximately $959 in bills. My subscriptions is going up because I will be changing my gym. So with my mortgage going up, with a few things in my life that are going to be a bit more expensive, like paying for my cleaner, mortgage going up, gas, I actually have to rejig and not do my personal training anymore, which is heartbreaking to me. But because I still want to focus on my health, I have a Good Life membership that I've signed up for so that there's no real gap in between and I can still get outside, move my body, take care of my mental health, take care of my physical health. I've also signed up, well, I haven't signed up yet, but I'm going to be signing up for High Rocks Toronto, which is like a fitness race. I'm super scared, but every year I try to do something that like scares me. Last year it was running a half marathon. You know, we did it. It was so much fun. My new scary thing this year is going to be the High Rocks Fitness Challenge. One second, my mom's calling me. That's the goals fitness wise, but subscriptions and memberships are going to be around $136.21. I still haven't looked into what this extra $15 charge is, but it's on my list to call Apple and figure out what the hell I'm paying for because I might as well use it, right? The thing that I want to rejig is perhaps my expenses. My budget for expenses right now is $2,384. I wonder if there's any way that I can cut that down to prioritize my savings needs first. One thing I want to do is quickly just add, because we do have a new expense to add to the list, social media manager. I am currently looking into getting a social media manager because I want to expand from YouTube, which I manage on my own and have my editor for, to also do like Instagram and TikTok. But on that side of things, I kind of know myself, and I know when I have too much on my plate, it's hard for me to then be consistent. And more than anything, I want to be consistent this year. I want to show up every week with something that is of quality, something that you guys either like or you hate, and you say you hate it, but at least I'm getting feedback. I'm showing up enough to get analytics and statistics from what it is that you guys want to watch, don't want to watch, like to see, etc. So in order to not compromise quality, I want to make sure I'm just bringing in someone who can take on planning the content strategically, making sure we have alignment on that. And I just want to be the one who shoots it and provides the footage footage to her, edited by my editor, and she does the scheduling, makes sure that it's consistent, works on the captions, works on the SEO, works on the hashtags, works on the multi-platform posting, and I just relax in that sense. I just focus on my YouTube like I've been doing, like I've been showing up for. So social media, I think I want to do phone. Selfie. Either way, my budget for that is $300. So that's going to be something new that's coming in, but I'm hoping with what I save with personal training that I'll still have a little bit left over that can go towards savings. All right, so what I'm doing is I just opened up a literal new tab within this spreadsheet to try and work out how I'm going to do this. Essentially, I'm going to do like the average month of income, debt, and expenses and break out what I'm going to have left. So looking here, 1 month of income is around, on average, like not including anything I got to get paid back or random like insurance, like just pays, is $8,592.26. Consider these the averages. 1 month's worth of debt, $29.7944. 1 month of bills and subscriptions comes out to about almost $1,100, and my savings goal for 1 month is $2,500, $2,016.99. This is how I should have been doing it, but like all of this time. Now, is a $2,000 a month left for expenses realistic? That's what I need to figure out next. So if I look at May alone, $2,384 was the budget that I had originally set. So we're not too far off. I think I just need to find some places to snip. I am gonna copy and paste this into the chart here and figure out how we can get our expenses down from what it was at to what we need to get, which is 2016. I'm gonna highlight anything that I'm willing to flex on. Uber Eats, I would love to be willing to flex, but y'all know me, especially now, I'm probably gonna Uber Eats today, I'm emotional. Fitness, there is flex. It's looking like just these two. So let me just copy and paste this here into the actual column and see what it would be if I changed it. First and foremost, the fitness, we are gonna change. So the gym membership should only cost me $68 a month. Now, if I do get a social media manager, that's gonna be another $300, which I've got the section over here. So if I put the 300, we're at $21.52.14. So we're over by 135. Damn. So what else can give? I think household obviously is gonna need to give. Dining out and entertainment, how about I make that 75? Because dining out, do I need to go out for dinners? No, but like once a month, maybe twice a month, I might. So I think I'll have to just shorten it down to once a month, I guess. But it's also the dining out in terms of like, for example, tomorrow I'm doing a group therapy session. I gotta go downtown. I'm probably gonna grab a coffee. Things like that I wanted to track. So I know there needs to be a budget. Okay, this is the only one. So we've got $750 left here, as you guys can see off to the side here in pink. I think we actually are within budget now because health and wellness, this $380, I was budgeting because of therapy, but I get reimbursed for it. If a therapy session costs me $200 and I get reimbursed $180, I do 2 sessions about on average. My next session is until June, so $40 for that. And then anything else, health and wellness, I think I need to re-up my medication, my Zoloft. Honestly, all considered, because I do pay into benefits, it shouldn't cost me more than $70, and that's highballing. That's if I get my like skin spray again, which I re-upped it. So $70, let's see what it does. Yes, okay, awesome. So if I do $70, if I bring this health and wellness down, yeah, to $70, then I have $238 left in this budget. Girl, why haven't I been doing this? I want to buffer it because I do want to hit the 2,500 savings goal, but I also want to be realistic with this budget. So I was trying to get lean. Now we have 238 to play with for this budget that I can reallocate back. So off rip, I want my dining out to be $100. I want my transportation to go up as well. This $75, I'm realizing, like when I have my mom's Jeep, let's make it 140. Yeah, 140 is fine because the gas do be costing money. Personal care, 100, I think that's perfectly fine. Uber Eats, let's budget for, you know, an emotional month. $75, I think that kind of works. Miscellaneous, I think I can up this budget to $75. We've got $93 left to play with. I think this actually works because this $93.50, if I do 1 session a month with my personal trainer, even though I can't afford her at the 2 days a week rate that I was paying before, I still want to do once a month so that we can have high rocks focused training and make sure that our form is correct, that we're doing things that she can give us the feedback and correct us. So I still want to do 1 double session with my brother brother per month. Let's pop that in here. $161.50, the new budget, $0 left over. I'm pretty happy with that, guys. What I'm gonna do next is take this new budget that we have and go to this budget section and paste it. So the total should be $2,016.99, and it is. So far we spent $1,231.30. It's already been 1 week, so that's it for my tracker. Let me come out of here because it is just too crazy right now. Currently, my income that I've got left to spend is $518.50. We need to just hold out for our next paycheck, which is going to be on May 14th, 15th. We gotta hold on because this is life. That's what that is. Thank you so much, Johanna, for commenting that. I think this little exercise here, even though it's very crazy, I'm sure you guys are having a hard time following. I think it was really helpful for me to just see everything and kind of put into perspective what I need to shift. But this is the tough part when you come down to like where I'm at. Like all of my expenses are pretty much cut down as lean as they can be. So it's like, can I cut a subscription? Not really. Like I've really cut down everything I could. I'm gonna try to get this $15 back, but yeah, the only option at this point is to make more money. So we move. All right, next piece that I want to talk about is just some planning, and I'll make this a quick and light talk because I know I've been yapping and crying, and I think now I'm feeling a lot calmer. So thank you if you're watching still. Thanks for hanging out with me and getting me through this little breakdown cry time. I do feel a lot better. My eyes are burning, but I almost feel like I can even go out and grab some food. So in terms of planning for the month, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about like what the month reset looks like, especially because I'm at a time right now where I am trying to just get ready. I'm back to work, not on vacation anymore, and I need to figure out how I'm gonna balance content and work and sleep and rest and mental health and wellness and all of these things. I think what I need to do throughout the week, I focus on work and I just try to really preserve my energy and focus on low energy tasks such as scripting, ideation, getting things ready. And on Saturdays, I wanna film, and on Sundays, I wanna edit. I had really wanted to bulk shoot and edit and plan as much content during these 2 weeks off that I had, and none of that got done. Okay, like that first week I was just having such a good time being free and like resting my body. I did shoot, I did edit, like I've still been consistent, but I did not get the opportunity to like batch shoot everything. And then the second week I was like, perfect, this is where I'm just gonna put my head down, try and get into more of a routine, and I ended up catching a virus. It is what it is. I know on the weekends I can shoot anywhere from 1 to 3 videos. If I can have a good productive shoot weekend, then I can get stuff to my editor to edit and have some things filled in. But regardless, we are being consistent this year, so whatever it takes, I'm gonna be posting weekly. Now, last piece I want to chat about with you guys is the mental health. So obviously I have been crying a lot on this video. I don't know, I just wanted to just say to anybody who is struggling with mental health, something I'm working on that is like my mini project for this weekend as well, is I'm actually gonna be setting up an anxiety check-in tracker. Maybe I'll make a separate video for it once it's all pretty and polished, but essentially I want to do this to track my own anxiety, but I was like, you know what, I might as well create something that's really great and robust that you guys can also use if you struggle with anxiety, if you struggle with any stress, which I think we all do. Like, it's 2025, I don't know anybody who's not stressed about something. As you can see here, that's the best sneak peek you're gonna get because it is not cute right now, but I'm trying to create something to make it really easy for you to track date, time, what's your anxiety level, have a scale to check against, figure out what triggered this rating so you can, as you learn your triggers, add your triggers to this tracker. And the whole goal is to not only give yourself the data, but to also make it kind of fun to check in and have something that you're recording consistently. And then lastly, if you keep putting your information into your tracker, eventually you're gonna have visualized data. If you're like me and you don't really know what your triggers are, it's like budgeting at the end of the day. If you want to start being financially responsible, you start by tracking your expenses. If you want to take care of your mental health, I have to start tracking what's giving me anxiety. That's what this tracker is for. And in very type A fashion, I can start to record those answers and have something scientific to show my psychologist by the next time I have a session with her. If you guys would be interested in something like that, let me know. I'm building it regardless. I'm making it pretty regardless, because if you know me, you know I like my Cold Plenty tracker because it's cute and I get to make it pretty. So comment if you would be interested in purchasing something like that. That could be my first digital product that I sell. Yeah, let me know. I'm excited to make it, so I'm gonna work on that this weekend. That's my fun little project. So yeah, that is the very all over the place, messy, raw monthly reset. I feel a lot better. I feel very tired now, but I'm really grateful if you guys are here at this point in the video. If you are scared, I get it. I've never seen a video like this. Like, I've never seen someone crying and being like, hey, let's do a budget with me. But yeah, so let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if this scared the hell out of you and you never want to see it again. And if you're like, you know what, I respect it and I want to hang out with you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Comment below, like, I don't know. This ain't one of those, you know, I don't really have the lines for y'all today, but thanks for hanging out with me and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.